providing more options for domestic violence survivors to keep them better protected from their abusers. And as Bodie Brooks explains, there's now fewer requirements for victims to shield their address across more public records. Bodie.
Yeah, Monty, just yesterday, Governor Andy Beshear signed Senate Bill 79, creating the Safe at Home program. It's an expansion of an already existing program that barely 50 people were using. Now, a lot more people facing abuse can take part without first having to go to court.
We always ask the question, why doesn't she just leave? And often she does leave. I think that is really the wrong question. We should be asking, why doesn't that partner just leave them alone? Because often they don't.
Escaping domestic violence can be more dangerous than it sounds. Dr. T.K. Logan, a behavioral science professor at the University of Kentucky, says stalkers can be relentless, tracking down their victims and unloading harassment, threats, or intimidation. Till now, the only method of escape and hiding your address was a little-used confidentiality program that officials say didn't go far enough.
First, it applies only to a victim's voting record, so her new address will only be masked on the voter rolls, but still visible on other public records.
Secretary of State Michael Adams cheered on the bill as it made its journey to the governor's desk. The new law expands the existing program to shield an address from more public records beyond voter rolls. And originally, applicants had to have a court emergency protective order.
The problem with that is not everybody gets a protective order. Not everybody asks for an order. And even if you do ask, again, you don't necessarily get an order. Sometimes it can take a while to get that order. There's a lot of things that kind of have to happen.
And that's if the victim even knows their abuser. Sometimes a stalker can be a stranger and the crime difficult to prove to court. In the case of Talina Henderson, she had an EPO denied just days before her husband murdered her in December. He pled guilty to the crime this week. While it's impossible to know if this program would have saved her life, Logan says no longer requiring an EPO could make a big difference for other victims.
It's an additional tool to help protect those who have left abusive partners.
And Kentucky joins 38 other states with similar programs that will also keep victims' information protected if they move out of state. Amani?